of Louisiana is recognized. What's his chart?
Candidly, gentlemen, there's not much that Congress can do to make President Xi stop his country from producing the precursor chemicals. I've met with President Xi personally in Beijing. I don't think it did much good. And candidly, there's not much the United States Congress can do to make President López Obrador in Mexico stop the cartels. He knows what's going on. There are two things that we can do. First, we, meaning Congress, we can secure the border. It's an open, bleeding wound. And it is wide open. And it is wide open by design. I've seen it. Most of the members of this committee have. That's not what I want to talk about. The other thing that Congress can do is crack down on the dealers, not the addicts, Mr. DeFord, the dealers. Now, Mr. Urban, see this pencil?
Yes, sir.
This pencil tip, the amount of fentanyl just in a pencil tip, as represented by a pencil tip, will kill you dead. Dead as fried chicken, Mr. DeFord. I hope that's Southern enough for you. You see this? 40 grams?
Yes, sir.
This will kill every man, woman, and child in Culpeper, Virginia. Not far from here. If you have this much fentanyl, you're a dealer. This is 400 grams. This will kill every man, woman, and child in Knoxville, Tennessee. Now, you're a dealer. You're not holding this much fentanyl. You're not dealing. Now, 40 grams. This will get you, if you get caught, a minimum of 5 years. Okay? 400 grams, if you get caught with this much, enough to kill every man, woman, and child in Knoxville, and many more before you step on it, this will get you 10 years minimum. There's just one problem. We punish other drugs less severely than we do the most powerful drug, fentanyl. I mean, just look at it. 40 grams, 5 years. 400 grams for fentanyl, 10 years. Methamphetamines, 5 grams will get you 5 years. 50 grams will get you 10 years. Much less severely than fentanyl. We do the same thing for PCP. We do the same thing for crack cocaine. What you allow, gentlemen, is what will continue. Now, I support the Fentanyl Eradication Act that we've talked about today, but I also support something else. I support another bill, the Fairness in Fentanyl Sentencing Act. And it would lower the 5-year mandatory minimum threshold from 40 grams of fentanyl to 2 grams. And it would lower the 10-year mandatory minimum for 400 grams to 20 grams. And we ought to pass it too. What you allow is what will continue. I'm going to yield back, Chairman Brown, my 14 seconds to make up for my past transgressions.
It doesn't, but that's fine. Senator Warner of Virginia.
So Senator Kennedy, obviously, about fentanyl and the war on drugs. He had all
Are we
those
still
examples.
on that? The war on drugs?
Well, that's what I was wondering. Is the war on drugs does it even work?
It's made up. All the drugs are brought in by the CIA.
100%.
They
100%.
create the war on drugs.
Well,
They bring in the drugs.
the cartel and,
then
the government work together.
the government funds the cartel.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't think so?
No, I don't. But
Why not?
what, the government, the U.S. government?
1,000%.
Why wouldn't the cartel be brought down already?
Well,
that doesn't even make sense.
Senator Kennedy was blaming it on China.
Oh, everything's China's fault.
Oh, is that just a cover up?
COVID was, I guess.
Mhm.
But I mean, I'm sure they're all working together. It's not just China. The U.S. knew. The U.S. knows about everything.
So does the war on drugs even work? Look at what was it? Not Washington, Oregon. Didn't they legalize all drugs?
They did?
They legalized all drugs.
All drugs?
What?
They decriminalized all drugs, but now they're undoing all that because it turns out that it was actually a bad thing because it just invited people who have drug problems to come live there.
Oh, they actually are undoing it?
I think so, yeah. Like, some drugs, like, you don't want people just, like fentanyl. I mean, do you really want to make that legal? If you catch somebody with it,
No.
at least take it.
Mm-hmm.
I do agree, though, like, I've seen this before, especially with marijuana, right? Marijuana, maybe not as big of a deal anymore, but in some states it is. But I have known people to get caught with marijuana and the cops just pour it out, destroy it.
Mm.
And then for whatever reason, but then you have somebody else, some kid who has marijuana and they go to jail and it's on their record for the rest of
No,
their
that's
life.
crazy.
Right.
That is crazy.
It runs their career opportunity. I mean, like everything. I had an intern once that he was caught in a car with alcohol and they were all arrested and he had it on his record and he was telling me, like, I don't think I could get a job at a bank. Like, I don't think I could ever work at a bank because I have this on my record. And I didn't know, like, but he was so worried about it that he was going to go and find some other career. Like, he was worried about working for a place that would do a background check. But I know other people I know somebody else who grew up with a lot of money, also got caught with alcohol. Parents got lawyers. Nothing on the record.
It all goes
just-
back to the money.
Mm-hmm,
It's the money.
Mm-hmm.
If you're poor and you're caught dealing drugs, you're screwed.
Yeah, and then you get locked up and what?
It just,
It's just a cycle.
it is. You can't vote.
Also, getting locked up for drugs is just absurd to me.
For weed.
For weed.
Anything else, it's like, okay.
I mean, for doing it or distributing it is different.
No, you said if you're selling it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
if you're selling meth and cocaine, like, that's
Some
fucked
shit.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, like, I feel like the term should be shorter. Also, why is anyone selling drugs?
Because they don't have other opportunities.
Exactly. Or it's a way to get money and not have to work. Because
Well, that's true.
who's out here
Yeah.
trying to do that?
Not you.
The
Or
only
you.
No. Mm-mm. Plus, all the guys on Wall Street are doing the cocaine. Many, many rich men. Just
Most of them.
mhm. Financial advisors. I feel like anything in the money industry, honestly.
cocaine.
Yeah. Cocaine
Or in any industry.
in any industry. But I feel like financial is like a really known for doing that.
I went to a conference not long ago, and after that night, we were at a bar, and there was a guy that I had met earlier at the conference, and then I saw him again. And he was a little weird when I met him, but he was also weird when I saw him again in the bar. And he's like, "Oh, dude, oh man, I screwed up." I didn't even know him really. I was like, "What? Everything okay?" He's like, "Oh man, I don't know if I should tell my wife." So I'm thinking, "Oh man, he
You cheated.
Well, he was like, then he's like, "I just did so much food."
They love
This is a
telling
banker.
people.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh, dude, just
Well, I feel like
Why would you tell your wife?
like what's
why would you tell a stranger? Like,
He
'Cause
felt
they think
comfortable
they're-
telling. He was like confessing to you, so he didn't have to confess to his
maybe
wife.
that's what it
I
was."
feel
And I
like
was like,
people
"Dude,
that
just
do
chill."
that, they just think it's like cool.
It
So
could
they
be, yeah.
like to tell people.
Yeah, very well could be.
Yeah. Well, what's his name was a plumber. I feel like plumber, like blue collar, they probably do it a lot too.
Who? Oh,
No, let's not name names.
Who
nope.
cares? No one. There's. You know how many there are.
Thousands, millions, billions, maybe.
Billions?
Maybe
I'm
not
blocked
that
on
high.
everything anyway, so it's like what?
That'd be like 15% of the
He's
population.
got a mini me now. He's all over this podcast.
He is, but it's okay.
Oh, just
To be
unnamed.
fair, we said when we had a podcast, it was
Every-
all coming
nobody's
out. Nobody's
safe.
safe.
That's what we
Nobody's
said.
So remember that, y'all. No one's
Nobody's
safe.
safe. Nobody's safe.
Not one person.
Uh-uh.
Not one, not two, not
so
three.
if you fucked up,
Gotta watch yourself. Watch yourself with
So-
these two.